Hello guys, this is Insight on Camaa TV and my name is Ojoma Yusuf. Today we'll be talking on politics. In the show we go around society, fetching out things bedeviling the society, affecting society. So in the show today I'll bring up two analysts on politics and we'll be talking about the nomination form. I'm bringing on my two guests today. We'll be discussing whether it is palatable for Nigerians to get the form for 100 million naira or it is too much. I can't do this alone, and I'm not talking on this alone. So my guests here in the studio will talk on this together. So catch you back shortly after the break. All right, guys, welcome back to the show. I have my guest here with me. I have Mr. Teve Zambi, a journalist here in Adamawa. So, sir, welcome to the show.
Good to be here. Thank you.
All right, and I also have here with me Queen Yusuf. She's an entrepreneur. She's a QS by profession. So, Queen Yusuf, you're welcome to the show today.
Thank you so much, Ojoma.
Okay, today we said we'll be talking about the nomination form for the APC, which is 100 million, a very huge amount of money. And I know out there in Nigeria, some people will be like, the thing is too much. Say they want to kill us. How can we get this form? Why some are saying we are comfortable with the amount? Like, it's a very good amount of money. So, Mr. Teve, what can you say about this? Is the money expensive?
Personally,
Yeah.
let me say the amount is too expensive.
Okay. Why?
Because it's expensive because in 2015,
Yeah.
when the president administration came on board,
Okay.
there is one reason that made this government,
Okay.
President Muhammadu Buhari specifically,
Okay.
to come into power
Okay.
was his integrity. People believe the president is a man of integrity. And if under his administration, his party is selling form, an ordinary form,
Presidential form.
Okay, 100 million
naira.
naira. I don't know the message that he's passing to Nigerians.
Okay.
Is it to the man that will think he has he's the man really having the integrity?
Okay.
Well, you may say he's not the one there, as in the APC, the party.
Yes, the party that I'm
having,
bringing up
yes,
this.
The party that is a party chairman, the national chairman, but he actually endorsed this national chairman. A lot of people contested to be APC national chairman before he endorsed this particular. So that is to tell you that they are very good friends.
Yeah,
and they share ideas. And he's a leader of the party as a president.
Okay.
So I believe if even if it was set by the national chairman, the president would have intervened.
And, say, no,
and if you go around the country now, there is poverty in the country.
Sure.
There is poverty in the country. Some people cannot even afford 3 square meals a day. So selling form at the rate of 100 million is telling people that all is well, when all is not well. So sometimes when you look at governorship, 50 million.
Still heavy.
Senator, 20 million. House of Reps, 10 million. And State House of Assembly, 2 million. To me, it's too expensive.
That's still one of 2 million.
Yeah, it's too expensive.
All right. How about you, QS Queen? What do you think about that?
Well, personally, I don't think I have a problem with the cost of the form.
Really?
Yes,
okay.
100 million naira for someone who wants to be the president of Nigeria. You're going to be in charge of a lot of amount of money.
Okay.
I feel like, in fact, there's a level of finance you should have on your own, a level of assets you should have before you can even pick the form as the president. Just that the problem is the people that are picking the form now are politicians who probably have stolen money and saved for stuff like this. I feel, apart from the cost of the form, which should be maintained or increased.
Increased?
Yes.
Wow.
The way the president came was declaring assets. He has so number of sheep and so number of cows and all that. I feel there should be a standard there should be a level of finance you should have been able to raise as an individual before picking the form. Now, if you check the criteria to become the president of Nigeria, one, you have to be born in Nigeria, you have to be within the age of 35 years old, and then you should, yeah. Apart from that, you should belong to a political party. And there was the last one. I can't remember, but the age, the born in Nigeria, and all that. Those ones are even. They should add to it that you should have earned. Yes, apart from the president, any political position, because the cost of politics in Nigeria is expensive, which is true. That's why it's more like a business. You invest your money, you run and go. Some people have never seen a millionaire before, if not when they became governors and became House of Assembly members and all that. I feel you should have money before you even come. They should change the criteria for the presidential qualification and all that. Apart from the nomination,
money should be one of the criteria.
You should have money. You should have seen money. You should have made money so that you know how to manage money. Yes, not that you are coming to steal money. Now the form is expensive. You are all shouting. Politics is not for. I'm not saying it shouldn't be for everybody. You should have some level of finance before venturing into it. Don't come and be stealing our money and because you see that there's money in it, you want to dive into it. Have your own money first before we can even trust you with that nomination form. That's what I feel.
Okay, if you're saying that, I think some people have the wealth of knowledge already, but they don't have the wealth handy. Like, they have ideas. I know of some people, I don't know if Mr. Teve, you are agreeing with that point I'm bringing up. Some have wealth of knowledge, but they are handicapped financially. How can you explain that?
They are poor. And you see now, they measure intelligence and leadership qualities based on the amount of money you are having.
Okay.
That means if you cannot afford 100 million, that means you don't have something.
Your wisdom is not.
You don't have something to offer.
All right.
Well, it shouldn't be so.
Okay.
Because we have people who are poor, but they are intelligent, and they have qualities of a good leader.
But then their finance.
But such people will be afraid to come because let's take for instance, they are not connected. You know, most of these people that you see group buying nominations from, they are connected. They might not be rich, but they have connection
already.
Who, as a poor man who is intelligent, who has leadership qualities, but is not connected, who will pick you to buy nomination form for you?
Okay. Continue on this discussion. It's really getting hotter now, and then I'm enjoying it. So we'll come back shortly after this short break. Alrighty, welcome back to the show. I've been discussing since on the presidential race, nomination form and all of that. And then we have, as I've told us before, we have two guests here. I have Mr. Teve and then I have Queen here with me. And we've been talking. Mr. Teve is a journalist and Queen is a QS. And they also have this political understanding, and that's why we'll be discussing this with them. We are saying the 100 million is too much. Some others are saying it's not too much. So that's what we're talking about for the form, nomination form of APC. And then we've been discussing for a while now. So Mr. Teve, I'd like to come to you. So on this aspect now, because we shouldn't measure, you're saying that we should not measure our wealth to our wisdom. That's what we are saying here. So now, okay, now that, because I've seen some poor persons that are given opportunity in Nigeria, and because they've not seen such wealth before, they ravaged it. Like, they went there, squandered the money, used the money anyhow, because it's an opportunity that I know my siblings, as in, I may not get this opportunity again in a lifetime. So because of that, I'll use the money properly. What do you have to say about that?
Well, what I'm really saying here is about the democracy.
Okay.
Because democracy as a concept presupposes that everybody who is of voting age should vote and be voted for.
Okay.
So when you are selling your form 100 million,
so it means
so I'm not just talking on poor people and rich men, or poor men and rich men, something of that nature. I am talking about the concept of democracy.
Okay.
Because if you are saying we are in a democratic government, and your form, individuals, people who are supposed to vote and be voted, people who want to contest, who say, let me help my country, let me help my state, let me help my constituency, cannot afford it. We have there are many people that withdraw from the rest.
Yes, I know of one personally
because
that had
of,
to
I
withdraw
know many of them.
because he called on his friends to help, and then they said, "We don't have the money.
That
If
is
you're
what I'm
going there,
saying.
then you should be able to."
Even if you have these friends, are they rich? The economy is not even balanced. So where would they get the money from? If you stabilize the economy, 50 million is nothing, 100 million is nothing. But when nothing is moving, the only thing that is moving now is the political industry, because that is the only industry that is moving in Nigeria. Because if the industry is not moving, you cannot sell your phone 100 million. That means but they made billions within a short time. Which business will you start within 1 month and made that huge amount of money? Yeah, imagine the people that buy, almost 30 something people bought the 100 nomination for. Some just bought it for fun. Many of them bought, and within a short time they withdraw from the rest, and it's not refundable. Nobody is going to refund that money to you. And let me tell you something. In Nigeria now, the current situation that we are in Nigeria now, if you can comfortably remove 100 million and buy that nomination form, I think you are corrupt. I don't know, because I'm not in position to say someone is corrupt. But I think EFCC should investigate some of these people. And if they found them maybe wanting, they should charge them to court, because things are hard in Nigeria. You go anywhere. Where are they? And if you look at it very well, most of these people that are banned this for are government appointees, ministers and heads of all those things, the CBN governor, this one. There are people that are in this administration. So is there something more than meet the eye that we don't understand?
So, what do you have to say about that? Now he's hitting the fact that and they are trying to reduce the people, even those that are smart and having the quality to rule the nation, but because of the money, the finance can deprive some persons from coming into this race.
I agree with him on that.
Okay.
Just like I said earlier, I said the people buying the form now have issue with the set of people buying the form, not even the price now.
Okay.
Because they've raised the price to where they can afford.
Where the bourgeois is.
Because let me say they raise it to their market. You know, we have different market and sectors, so they raise it to their market. Now, if you can afford that form, declare your assets.
Okay.
You get people can have time, even in recession, some people are still making money. So you can't say because there's poverty, people should not have money. True. In this life, no matter how hard you do, there will still be poverty, there will still be rich. The diffraction will always be there, but how are you coping? How are the people getting? Is that people are getting into poverty or going out of poverty? Do you get? That's what we should consider. The people that have money will still be having, because they are doing something to have that money. Is that they are stealing or they are growing their business? Whichever way, money will still be growing in some people's hand. Diffraction has always been like that for centuries. You get? What I'm saying is, my problem is set of people buying the form, not even the cost. I have problem with the set of people buying the form. If someone like Otedola brings down 100 million, he has the money now. How much is he earning? You get? If Adeleke comes out with that, how much is he earning? He has the money. His business can fetch him that money. One sector can. Do you get? These are things that we should look at. People that are buying the form now, where did they get that money from? This government came out with something that they will put in people's accounts when they came. In fact, when they found out that you stole a lot of money, return.
Yeah,
that's what they told us. And they said probably some political parties, individuals.
Okay.
It now became a party, whatever. And then somebody opened his mouth and say, once you move from one particular party to their party, you become a saint.
Your sins are forgiven.
Yes, in this Nigeria. And the same political party that said they are fighting corruption and they are probing those leaders that earn money. And when you move from the former party and move to their own party, you become a saint. So me, I feel like the cost of governance in Nigeria is very expensive. It's like the most lucrative business. Now I'm a businesswoman, I love business. If I want to make 10 billion or in 2 or 3 years, it's just become the local government chairman. What I'll do is probably stealing them people's salary, and don't pay them. You get you get what I'm trying to say? It's politics like this. If we can reduce the cost of politics in Nigeria and increase the sales of form, it's okay for me.
All right, guys. There's something you just mentioned, and that if you were given the opportunity to become the president tomorrow, what would you do? I'll ask that question when we are back shortly from this break. Thanks for following us. All right, welcome back to the show. You are with Ojoma on Insight, and we've been discussing about the nomination form for presidential aspirants. So, Mr. Teve, I would like to throw this question to you. Now we've been talking about corruption and the political gurus, how they've been running things and all of that. Now, if peradventure you are given the opportunity to handle Nigeria personally, what and what do you think you can change, and what are the good sides, like the your own agenda you think you can fix in Nigeria to make Nigeria a better place?
Let me begin by saying, if I'm given the opportunity,
Yeah.
I'll be the best president ever.
Okay.
Wow, I like that
Let's know your
word. Okay.
Because
Yeah.
because I think at this age,
Okay.
I know the problem of
Nigeria.
Nigeria and Nigerians.
Okay.
Okay.
So can you tell us?
Because
Mm.
you know, there is this problem
Okay.
that people, when they become president,
Okay.
they the problem of godfatherism.
Okay.
The person that
Godfatherism.
brought you into power.
You have to be. You
The
have to
person
pay
that
allegiance to
that
him.
made it possible
To
for
be
you.
there.
That is why you see politicians say, I made this one, this. I am the one. If not
He
me,
came begging us.
he came begging us.
Yes, he
Uh,
came
Who is
needing
his
that.
father?
you were begging a bully. So a politician said something like that recently. Said you came and let them was
Begging
and
us-
was
begging
begging
us
us
to
to
make
give
him.
you this. So personally, I think I will first of all I will do away with
Godfatherism.
godfatherism.
Okay.
And I will create an opportunity that everybody, young Nigerians, if you know you have a business and you can write proposal, bring it directly to my office.
Okay.
We will work on it. That is how to develop a country. There are young Nigerians that, especially I'm talking about young Nigerians, not because the old will be
Perfect.
I will only be the leader. I will only consider the young people. No, but what I'm saying, I will focus on the young people is most of these old people now, they get back to these
Young
to
people.
these young people. They will take care of them. So what I'm saying is there are good ideas that you bring to the table. Right, Professor. Most of these government just share. And I will not be a president that will share money. Most of the times and be working with corrupt people. You see a minister.
Yeah.
You see how much is a minister collecting?
I think it's 30 something million.
How much is he collecting? What we see, a minister is supposed to be a poor man. A reps member is supposed to be poor. All those,
so that they can really speak for their people. If they are really passing through the pains that people are passing
you
through, they'll be
understand?
able to push
So
off things.
imagine. And recently, the PDP national chairman said something that I love so much. He said, "You have to be taking care of your people." He was telling those people that this PDP, especially, he was talking to this PDP people that are in power, the senators, the reps, the state assembly, and some governors. He said, "You have to take care of your people because you are a big man in court." Because of them, because without them, they queue under a scorching sun. You know,
before they could vote for you.
You understand? And you are there, and you are a big man. I'm not. I won't be kind of. I will not be that kind of a president that will sit in the office, enjoy the AC,
forget about the pains of your people.
without minding people are suffering. I can be on the street. I can personally, I can stop my convoy and ask the people selling.
How
much is this thing? You go to the market today. Well, like yesterday, I think I went to buy something and I think it was 900. They told me 1,500 just yesterday.
Because
so this and everything is down, but prices of commodities in the market you keep increasing. So people are suffering. So if you are a president, one thing is listen to people. If you only listen to your cabinet, they will fool you, because some of those people don't go anywhere. You give a road construction or you give this contract, they don't go there. They come back and tell you
it's done.
90% or it's complete.
Yes, we are already working on it. It's going on already.
For them at the Aso Villa. Why don't you go there
and check?
I won't be that kind of president, and I believe with this I will better the lives of Nigerians.
That's a very good one. How about you, QS Queen? What do you think, if you are a president today, if you are given the opportunity to rule our dear country, Nigeria, what do you think are the challenges that you've seen for a while now, and how do you think you can tackle the challenges? Solutions.
Okay, thank you very much. I will first of all thank Mr. Chebe for the things he has said.
Okay.
Very valid point,
Mm.
important point.
Yeah.
How that should be a president that will be down to the earth, knows his people one and one and help solve their problem and all
Yeah.
that. But you see, I have one issue with Africans and Nigeria.
Okay.
There's what we call the entitlement mentality. Just
Okay.
like he has said, the Godfather and all that. Apart from the Godfather reason and the rest,
Alright.
anybody that is related to you that knows you feels they're entitled to get something from you.
Because you're now the president, so we
these
should
are one of
all
the
come
things
to the
that
house.
put pressure on the political leaders to steal.
Okay.
Because once they see that you're already a local government chairman, everybody in the local government wants to be eating rice from your house. For God's sake, I'm not your God. That's the truth.
I'm wrapping up today, and also I'm calling on every one of you to just like our page. Don't forget to click on that button you're seeing, subscribe, so you can get good talks from Insight and every other thing we're doing on Camaa TV. I still remain Ojoma Yusuf, and this is Insight on Camaa TV. Thanks for watching the show today. Bye bye.